Hey everybody, I'm at CES 2025 and I'm exploring all the different technologies that are going to be impacting sustainable energy. And I partnered with Texas Instruments to dive into something critical, energy infrastructure.
Three things that we are, that is important for us. It's anything that relates to high voltage power conversion, so convert AC to DC, DC to DC, but also, of course, edge processing, connectivity, and then what we show here is then more related to our current and voltage sensing and how we then connect that back to our processing unit. Now, that has been the problem historically, that the amount of processing power that you might have on an edge node to do some of those smarter things is not really there. That's number one. Number two has been that someone needs to go and write then an algorithm for trying to use this data. Now, what we are offering here, or what we're going to show here, is that if you would run an AI algorithm on this instead, then you don't have to go and do all that work to try to figure out what is an arc and not an arc, because you can train a system and then it will be able to do it for you. Anytime we think of a voltage or current, a temperature, this is just one example. You could, be using a current here to detect an arc, but in theory, anytime we sample a current or a voltage or a temperature, there's a lot more data in that signal than what we think today. Because historically, we've only been measuring, taking the absolute value of that. Now, we are looking at frequency content here, and that's where we can get this arc data out, so to say. Now, you could think of this, we have customers that wants to optimize, the power converters by, doing deadband control. The deadband control is also something that's been around for a long time. There's always been an algorithm doing this, but it's again an algorithm that some human has written at some point of time to its best knowledge. But of course, if you instead would let an AI algorithm optimize that can optimize it much better than any of us would be able to do it. So there's a lot of those type of applications that we see, which is all happening at the edge node. It's low power, it's low latency, and that's what we want to go and enable with this type of system.
So there's a lot more possibilities just beyond architecture.
Exactly.
Energy infrastructure is a key backbone to the future of sustainable tech, and Texas Instruments is playing a key role in that.